the cars they were building in the late 40s and 50s were not really good cars. But when they were building these back in the 30s, these were very desirable cars. These were what the wealthy people drove. Look how deep that seat is, man. You had a driver, you know. You had a driver when you had one of these. You weren't driving around in this car. You were riding in the back. Look at that.
That's the one.
Now, on this side, there's all kinds of little buttons on the wall, so I don't know what all that's for. Look at that woodwork, man. The woodwork on that thing. It's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Money was no object for people that bought these. Remember, back in these days, you didn't have income tax and all that kind of stuff, you know? A lot of times in the little sport coupes, they had a little hidden compartment you could slide golf clubs in them. See that little door behind it? That's for your golf clubs. And then here, there's an explanation on what all these levers are. So this was your carburetor, and you could control how much fuel was going in. You wanted to run a little weaker, you wanted to run stronger, might depend on the temperature. Over here is ignition, and I'm not sure, but you set it a certain spot for when the car was cold. And then this governor, the only thing I can figure out is that had to be like a speed limiter. This was unusual also because they still didn't know how to do curved windows. So what they did is they were putting a thing down the middle and they put two pieces of glass, and that gave them a little better aerodynamics. They weren't so just a flat. See how all these have the flat windshields? They were starting to move away from that, and they were trying to get more aerodynamic with the way the fenders and everything were built. They had a more modern look to them.